We have I have what for you today. It is Friday, February 2022, as of filming this in the city of Shoreline, Washington State, United States of America. COVID-19 pandemic in my life updates for today. First is pandemic pit crew writing and publishing work is ongoing on Wikipedia. I'm focusing on page curation right now. And so one of my tasks this month for a non-biography page, so for a competition that happened in 2022, was putting at least one reference, be it its own reference or a shared reference, for each of the records set at the competition. And so I went through and I did that, and I greatly underestimated how long it would take me to do that. So I started that on 1 February 2023, and today is 3 February 2023. And I got it done today. So it took me 3 days to do this, which is longer than I thought it would take me. So there we go. But it's done now. So I finished that this morning. And then I'm circling around to 2 pages this evening, biography pages, to do just some kind of general page curation. And so that's what have I done. Page curation on a championships page. I finished getting a record or a reference on each record, be it like a reference that's only for that record, or some records a reference will cover more than one record, so then that reference might be shared. So I did that. There were a lot of records set, so it took a little bit longer, and I took a mixture and a hybrid approach, doing both the individual and shared references for the tables, and tried to diversify the references included. So, which I think I did pretty well. It's a starting point. Other people can add references if they want to. I can add references if I want to, but I think that just having at least a base, just one reference per record, done. So currently, and then the second update today is attempting of a 14-day pandemic weight regulation plan with the Tanis Diet with PMS modification. So today is day 14. As I'm going to break it down into food and exercise, or exercise and food if I'm doing it alphabetical. So exercise, I 100% achieved my exercise, so 14 out of 14 days, all 14 days have been successful. The food has not been successful all 14 days. The first 12 days were successful. Yesterday, I did break diet. I put that in a sweet eats for the new Reese's peanut butter ice cream sandwiches. And so that was actually, I filmed the moment I broke diet. And what happened there was I was having a low blood pressure dip or attack or spat or spill, however one wants to term it. So as I've gotten older, my blood pressure, it used to be healthy to high, but not like too high. I've always had like normal blood pressure. And then as until like maybe late teen years to 20s, my blood pressure has kind of drifted towards the lower end of the healthy blood pressure range and sometimes it'll dip into the low. And so I need, in this order, sugar, cholesterol, sodium. The sugar and cholesterol I have found to be kind of the most effective of, like, sugar wakes my mind up, and then cholesterol and sodium wakes my body up. Sodium doesn't typically affect my blood pressure, but I also don't eat like a bunch of food typically, and I don't eat a bunch of salty food typically at this point in my life. But like if I exercised a lot more, I might, but I don't. It's not, I think some people have their blood pressure affected by sodium. I do not. That's not, like, I have other things that I do to increase my blood pressure, mostly sugar and cholesterol. And sodium does help if it's low blood pressure, but if I'm already in the healthy range, then sodium doesn't make it go higher, if that makes any sense. So it's like it saturates. I'm low blood pressure. Sodium helps, but not, I need the sugar and cholesterol too. But then once it hits healthy, I can have a bunch of sodium, but it doesn't shift it up higher. Like it saturates and it kind of no longer has that effect. So it does. My mom's mom, my grandma Rosemary, had this. I think hers might have developed later in life as well. And so, yeah. And she would go to, she would have fast food. There was a McDonald's pretty close to her house, which I'm thinking of going to tomorrow. But yeah, so it's the long way of saying I needed extra food. I needed to get my blood pressure up, so I broke diet. So yesterday was not successful in food, but I did actually get all my exercise in for the day. And I have today as well, so 100%, 14 days, all 14 days successful for exercise. And I'm on track to be successful today. I have not completely shaken the low blood pressure thing. I am feeling better than yesterday. And I'm going to take the next 2 days, so today's Friday, so Saturday, Sunday, I'm taking off from the diet, and I'm gonna go get some, go get some food, go get some sugar and cholesterol and sodium in these veins, and kind of recoup myself. I'm coming up with sweet and savory eats videos, kind of planning out the rest of the month because I still want to get my holiday weight that I gained off. So I want to do another attempt of the 14-day food and exercise, but I'm going to take 2 days. I was going to take 2 days off anyway, but use these as kind of recuperation days and get some ideas for sweet and savory eats down to kind of take into account this blood pressure dip. And so there we go. I have been successful in doing the Tanis Diet with PMS modifications 14 or more days multiple times before. So this, I think, is just my blood pressure system got perhaps comfortable with eating more over the holidays and is going, hey, where's that more food? And so yeah, my body's still readjusting to kind of weight loss, and just once weight kind of after weight loss is weight maintenance, so is a weight regulation. Both are weight regulation. So my body's going a little bit. So yeah, I guess I'm saying I might make it next time where I didn't make it this time, but we'll see. Tomorrow's COVID-19 pandemic video, I'll say if I was successful for the food or not, and say again that I was successful for the exercise, and I'll reflect on it and do kind of sweet and savory, like a map, so to speak, or a plan for this month, February 2023. So you have some idea of at least what I intend for the rest of this month, whether it happens or not. My sweet and savory eats from December 2022 got done this last month, January 2023. So I'm kind of, it's a goal, right? It's a plan. We'll see if it happens, kind of thing. But that's kind of it. And I guess it's tangentially related. The best cinnamon rolls, or not tangentially related. Have I been thinking about anything? Yeah, my grandma's, so my dad's mom, my grandma Connie, and my mom's mom, my grandma Rosemary, I would say have a tie for the best cinnamon rolls I have ever had. And being on a diet, I have thought about those cinnamon rolls. But yeah, and so I am attempting to make day 14 successful in the food category as well. If it doesn't, if it's not, it's not. But the exercise was, so happy day 14 of full exercise for 14 days. Yeah. And happy Friday as of